days. If you still frontin' when I upped it, I'm
above that.
Honorable Cena.
yeah. Superstars out. Brand new car. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, then sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer. Straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element. Out my element. My the same. Don't need no clout, no fame. No clout. Bought the game. All brand new chain. I swerve the lane. Call the group the gang. Whip that thing. Whip it. This shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it. Bring the. I do. Don't want no. They pull up with that. No. It's times 3. This how it go. Park $1 million at the. We gon' eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs than PJ. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Splash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Hunch up on the call, gotta.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Passing, it's Dalton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded inside the 5. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
19.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Run left. 36 power. Gun.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Go get it right here. Come on.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Wilson will throw again. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A gain of 3, second down. Dalton throwing on second down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And an alley to run. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
On second down, Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's a give to Penny. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it's a second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Four down. Hey, easy. Check 51. Set. Green 80. 14. Hey, easy. Check 51. Green 80.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We got 4 down. 12. 47. Hey, over here.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Let's go get it right here. Come on.
They snap it at one. Now Wilson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again here, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. It's caught. Lockett. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Julius Thomas, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second down, Dalton. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side, able to get a hand in.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Over here, yes. Heavy.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. Negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now it's the backup, Bridgewater. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Over here.
Dalton here from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Uses the spin. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch 17. Let's go, 14. Gotta go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
A good pickup there, a 22. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
14.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And able to work his way down to the 16. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Myers able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
14. Gotta go.
Second half begins with a run from Penny. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
14. Bang out. Bam.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 42 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
You ready for one word? What? 3-15.
A handoff to Penny, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Come on, let's go. 14. Gotta go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Let's go.
They come up in an offset eye.
Go down. Gotta go.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Go down. 14.
They'll try to run with Carson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Hey, over here.
Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll try to get the running game going here with Murray. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. And this is incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
368!
Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he fields it cleanly. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This complete to Lockett. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wilson will throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a 2-yard loss. That'll bring up a 3rd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shifts free at the 15. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Let's go get another one. Let's go get another one. Come on. We're up for signals.
Now Rashad Penny. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Come on, tempo, tempo. Hey, hey. Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
Here's Carson. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Run it, run it. What's left?
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. This time the extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here you go, 368.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Murray. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And Dalton to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
14.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Zero.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey! 14. 12.
Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Murray. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Over here. Over here. Yes. Go on the ball.
Back to throw. Smith catches left side. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Good.
On first down, Murray. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
They go with Murray again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. So now Dalton. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's caught. Block it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And partner, Carter, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for New Orleans, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rest keep me up on the volume, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on the ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on the, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, and who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag, you about tag on, I got it in the bag, man, I'm getting all type of cash, I'm a general truth, I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that, I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the, I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up, it was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it, I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rest keep me up on the volume, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture,
You gotta picture me. Send me calling.